I just want to say this last live that I just did. There's this white truck in the parking lot. And he started driving right as I walked by him. He was sitting in the parking lot. And then he started driving right as I walked by him. And so I turned my camera over at him. And then right as I turned my camera over at him, he turns screeching directly next to me. Like he turns his truck directly next to me and then screeches up the parking lot at me. And then he comes up behind me and he's like, "Stop fucking taking pictures, bro. Stop fucking taking pictures of me, bro." And I'm just trying to figure out the logic of like, you're gonna drive toward me. You don't want me to record you, but then you're gonna drive closer to me so that I can record your face. Like you're telling me to stop recording, but then you're gonna come closer to me so that I can record you closer and record your face too. Like he was all the way on the other side of the parking lot. Like it's just a white truck over there, you know? Like he could have just drove away, you know? But he turned screeching directly next to me. He turned his truck directly next to me and went, and then screeched up the parking lot and then came up behind me with his white truck. I was trying to figure out the logic of why you're gonna drive closer to me if you don't want me to record you, you know? That doesn't make any sense to me. Here's white SV coming around the corner right now. What was that, like 10 seconds? And right as it turns, this guy on the bike turns. And then there was two silver cars. I think they were gang stalkers. And it was also right as the guy on the bike turned. And the guy on the bike is riding his bike across the parking lot. And then right when he gets across the parking lot, something's gonna happen probably. There's a black car coming up and turning into the parking lot right as he gets up to the street on the bike. This guy is riding the bike. He's gonna come ride by me, and then something's gonna happen right as he rides by me. Right? Something's gonna happen right now. No. Guess not. I guess nothing happens right there. But then here goes a white SUV, or silver, I think. But then it syncs up with this other car around the corner, though. And then there's someone walking out after that car goes around the corner. And then they're getting in a car. And then there's a white truck driving out, and the door on the trailer of the semi is closing at the same time. And then the white truck syncs with the white SUV at the corner. And then right as the white SUV drives by the car in the parking lot, the lady that came out and got in the car, it drives off. Right as the white SUV drives in front of the car, from my perspective, from looking out of my apartment window right as the white SUV drives in front of the car in the parking lot. The car in the parking lot starts driving. It just keeps going and 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 going. It just never stops going and going and going and going and going and going. They've probably been still going. I haven't really been paying attention for the last few seconds, but they've probably been still going. They're not going right now, but they're gonna get going right about now. Now. When is it gonna be? Just never know when it's gonna be, but it's gonna be soon. During the daytime, it's just all day, nonstop. I'm surprised they've gone this long without doing anything. It's been like 30 whole seconds. Are the gang stalkers okay? The truck starting. Is he gonna gang stalk me? It's a loud truck starting. Is it gonna be a white truck when he takes off? Probably. What color is the truck? White. Let's see the color of the truck. Oh, it's not white. It's a tan car. Well, right as it backs up, this loud black car drives out. I think the tan car has a 22 license plate, and then like a red car and a black car drove out. I think they were gang stalking too. And then right as the tan car gets to the street, the silver car and his black car drive out. And then they sink around the other corners, and then a white truck drives out with his arm hanging out the window. And they're just always sinking black and white cars together. It's just one black car and one white, or black and silver cars. Black and white cars too. Black and silver cars. Those have one black car and one silver car. And like it was just a black car driving out of this corner, and a silver car driving out of this corner, and the silver car drives this way, and the black car drives this way, and they go around the corners at the same time. They come out at the same time, and then they go around the corners at the same time. Corners of buildings. And that's what they do out here. Just constantly. Just drive around the corners of buildings, synced up. There's these people walking out. I don't know if they're gang stalking yet, but they're probably gang stalking. It's probably just more gang stalkers. And they're just walking out deliberately at a certain moment, getting in a car at a certain moment deliberately, and driving off deliberately at a certain moment. Deliberately. To deliberate deliberately through my window, like deliberator, synkernator bots, deliberately, deliberative. There's a white truck driving out. And there's some type of noise right as he goes around the corner. I think it's a semi, yeah. And then the semi's taking off. Like the semi goes tss, right as the white truck goes around the corner. And then it takes off. And then another white truck drives out. And like all the time with the trucks, with the semi trucks. I think the garbage trucks do it too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do it too. The semi trucks, they'll always do the tss with the brakes or whatever it is, the hydraulics. They always do that synchronized all the time. And out, like out here, they do that synchronized, and like they'll do it like, like you know, like I'll just come over, I'll like finish doing something, and I'll sit down in my chair, and then I'll hear tss outside, and then they start unloading the truck. And then, like, as I'm doing things, they'll make sounds out there synchronized as they're unloading the truck. Like, every day. And then, like, it's just random. Like, things are just random. Because, like, you know, I haven't seen any planes in a while. There was that helicopter, like, last week, whatever. But other than that, like, I saw one helicopter I think was getting stuck in, like, in the distance. But other than that, I don't think I've ever seen anything in the sky recently. But they'll be back. And I mean, there's jets flying over me all the time, like, every once in a while. There'll just be a jet flying directly over my head. It's just a loud jet in the sky. I look up and it's directly over my head. And, but yeah, like, I haven't seen the planes in a while, though, but, like, you know, they'll be back some point. I don't know when. And then there was the one day where I walked out of my apartment, and right as I come out the door, there's a helicopter really extremely low in the sky, really loud, directly over my head, right as I come out of the door. Just directly over me, flying out from behind me, directly over my head, right as I come out of the door. Like a movie. Like I'm Bruce Willis and like I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger, Bruce Willis or something. There's just a helicopter coming flying over my head right as I come out of the door. It was a weird looking helicopter too. It was like some green helicopter. I don't know what type of helicopter it was. It was like this like bright green helicopter, like not like just like regular green color helicopter, you know. It's just like a regular looking helicopter, but it was just extremely low in the sky, directly over me, at the exact moment that I walked out the door. It's crazy how they timed it like that, like with like it's like, okay, he's tying his shoes, fly over there now at approximately this speed. Go, go, go. Like they just knew the amount of time it takes for me to walk to the door based on the amount of time it takes for me to walk to the door generally. Because they just have a database of everyone, not just the targets, everyone. The NSA just has a database of everyone's movements and everyone's like everything that everyone does. Which they don't need a cell phone to track you. They use Wi-Fi signals like radar, like Bruce Wayne at the end of The Dark Knight. That's actual, real technology. For real. You can look it up. So, they watch everything that everyone does at all times, monitor you and study you, and make algorithms based off of that, and sell you advertisements on Facebook based off of that. And gang stalk you based off of that. If I just put my shoes on right now and go outside, there'll be a white SV right at the door right when I get outside. That's exactly what will happen, or something like that will happen. It'll be a red car and a blue car driving by at the same time right when I come outside, or a white SV, or a cop, or a FedEx, or something, right when I come outside. If I just run outside spontaneously, it's gonna be right outside. There's just constantly people out here. Like, you know, they're not constantly like just sitting around waiting to stalk me or whatever, you know what I mean? Like they have lives and whatever, you know what I mean? But like as soon as they get the text message though, they gotta come stalk me, it seems. Like, I don't know. Are they forced to do it or something? Like they have to do it? Or can they choose not to do it if they're busy or something? Or what? How does it work? All I know is if I go outside, there's gonna be a white SUV right there. That's all I know. And this like this bug, this wasp or whatever it is, keeps flying up right up in my window. I think it's a robot DARPA bug flying up in my window. I don't know. Maybe not. It seemed like it was syncing up with the car earlier though. But they do have those DARPA bugs and animals, and the birds were attacking me today. And you can go look at that video. The birds were freaking out on me today, this morning. Just on that video, like, I saw a couple of them do it on the last video, but on that one video, the entire video, like every time I cross the street, there'd be birds attacking me. Like, not attacking me, but like flying at me. Like they're gonna attack me. Those guys walked by me and this guy walked out. I think they're syncing up. Oh, he's getting in a truck. He's getting in a truck. A white semi. Oh, maybe not. He got back out. I don't know what's going on with the sinker bots out there right now. But anyways, I just want to talk about that white truck in the parking lot. Cause it just makes no sense. And he just sits there. He's just sitting there. Instead of driving away. Like, he doesn't want me to record him apparently, but he's just sitting there so that I can record him and record his face. Can anybody explain the logic? Can anybody explain the logic of the gaslighting sinker bots? They don't make any sense to me. Let's try it one more time and see what happens right now. Is anything gonna happen right now? White truck is driving out right now. That's it. This red truck with one tail light drove out. I think he drove out at the same time as the white truck. He's got one tail light. That was a funny coincidence. He had one tail light, coincidentally. Here goes white taxi that I always see gang stalking. Is it gonna gang stalk again? Is it gang stalking? I don't think it was gang stalking that time. That was the one time I've ever seen that white taxi not gang stalking. That's probably just the one guy that works there that's not a gang stalker. The other taxi driver is a gang stalker. That guy doesn't gang stalk like a weirdo. It's a white car driving out, someone walking out. I think they're syncing up. There's someone else walking out. As they walk by the place where the person is walking out. So I think they're just syncing up with that person walking out. I don't know. Probably. Nothing? I thought a white car was gonna drive out right when she went around the corner. Now it's just nothing. Now it's just the intermission again. They give me enough time to go make another bag of popcorn. And then they come back. And it's a whole show again with 10 cars syncing up one after the other. And people walking out with red shirts and dogs and riding out on bikes. Like, there'll just be nothing going on, and then all of a sudden, there'll just be a car here, a car here, a car driving by me, someone walking out over here, someone walking out over here, all at the same time. And then people that walked out get in a car in the parking lot, and it takes off synced up with cars driving by on the street. It just goes on constantly. But then, like, right now, like, I think they haven't been doing anything for like a whole minute now. It's like, where are they at? They're gonna be back any second. Guaranteed. It's gonna be less than a minute. That's crazy though. They've gone like a whole minute though. Like a minute and a half without doing anything. That's a record. I think this black car and silver car is syncing up. This is the black car and a silver car and then another black car. I think they were all syncing up. And they just like all drive out all at once and then there's nothing again. Like there's no regular cars or anything, you know what I mean? Like it's just nothing going on. It's kind of crazy. There's usually more traffic out here. Like just regular cars in general, you know? Here goes a guy on a motorcycle. Nothing. I think I heard a noise right when he went around the corner, maybe. Like someone went. Oh, they did it again, right as he rides around the corner again. Yep, I was right. And this truck has come around too, and they're like, like he's driving through the parking lot on the motorcycle, and the truck is driving by on the street, and they're like one's here and one's here from my perspective, you know? Like they're like driving like next to each other. Like he's in the parking lot, the truck's on the street, and they're like driving next to each other. The whole way. Just never know what to expect out here. Like, it's just something new every day. Like I've never seen that one. That was new. Something new all the time. And then like sometimes they'll switch up the patterns and do like more like low key things or whatever. They'll just drive a bunch of like just random colored cars around but perfectly synced up. Like one day it was just a bunch of cars that were just like they all just look like normal cars or whatever. It's like tan cars and blue cars, black cars and gray cars and whatever. You know, it's just like a bunch of random colored cars, but they're just all synced up. Like sometimes we'll just do that, and then like today it was just a bunch of white cars. Like that last video I did, it's just a bunch of white cars. And before I started recording on that video, it was a bunch of white cars. Like a lot of white cars. Syncing up with other white cars that were syncing up with me. And then driving up to the intersection and syncing up with other white cars at the intersection. It's just 100 white cars. Well, someone pulled up in tan cars getting out. That's this guy gets in the white car. They're getting out of the tan car at the same time. The guy gets in the white car. Oh, he didn't get in the car. He just like opened the door and closed it again. He's like getting something out of there or whatever. Whoa. What's gonna happen when he walks around the corner? Oh, white truck. Oh, he's getting in this car. Like he walked up to the white car and opened the door and closed it, and then he gets into this car that's parked on the side of the street, and he is walking up to it as this white truck drove out. And then he's gonna drive off. Synced up probably. Here he goes driving off. I think someone was making noises in the parking lot, synced up with him driving off, going like something like that. Like I don't know what they were doing, slamming a dumpster lid or something. What are they doing out there? I swear one night they were just like throwing pallets around or something. Like maybe they were actually working, doing actual work or something. But it just sounded like they were just throwing pallets around and making synchronized slamming noises with cars driving out. And then I'm gonna end the video right now, but then right when I turn off the video, they're gonna make noises outside probably. That's usually what happens. Oh, here goes this white van driving out. Nothing? Alright. Well, I'm gonna end the video. But then right when I end the video, there's probably gonna be a loud engine, a car hitting their lock button, a car alarm, a car honking, a truck pulling up loudly and parking out right outside, someone walking by in the hallway in my apartment, my refrigerator turning on, something's gonna happen right at the exact moment that I hit end on the video. It always does, every time. Pretty much every time. Like, except late at night, when there's nothing going on, it might not. But probably, since it's daytime, it's probably gonna happen. The exact moment that I hit end on the video, immediately after that or whatever, there's gonna be some type of sound effect, or a siren, or a train horn, or my water heater turn on. Like, Like, I know it sounds insane. It does sound insane. It's meant to sound insane, and that's the whole point, is to make me sound insane. And it does sound insane to say that my water heater gang stalks me, but it does. It turns on synchronized. Like, I'll just walk over by it and it'll turn on. Or, like, you know, I'll just be sitting here and then I'll stand up, and right at that moment it'll turn on. Or I'll click end on the video, and right at that moment it'll turn on. Or my refrigerator will turn on or off. Like, the compressor on my refrigerator will turn on or off. Synchronized. Daily. Daily. My water heater doesn't do it daily, but it does it a lot. But my refrigerator does it daily. Like, multiple times a day. Like, I'll walk up, I'll walk over here. I'll walk over here. I'll walk over by the door. And as I walk over by the door, the refrigerator will turn on. I'll walk over here and put my shoes on. Right at that moment, the refrigerator will turn on. Or I'll just walk across the room, walk over by the refrigerator, and the refrigerator will turn on right as I walk over by it. Or I'll be sitting down and I'll stand up, and right at that moment the refrigerator will turn on. Or I'll be watching a YouTube video, and right when the video ends the refrigerator will turn on. Or I'll be watching a YouTube video, and then I'll click out of YouTube, and right when I click out of YouTube, the refrigerator will turn on. Or I'll post something on Facebook, and right when I hit post, the refrigerator will turn on. Or something like that. It's just always doing that multiple times throughout the day, every day. Actual facts. I'm not making it up. It does do that. It's not me imagining things. It does do that. Multiple times. Every day. Multiple times. Every day. And this light flickers, synchronized, like I've said. And the street lights turn on and off, synchronized, like I've shown a billion times. The street lights, certain street lights, will turn off and on as I walk by the light, walk directly underneath the light, or walk by corners across the street. And then this dryer at the laundromat one night, I was at the laundromat by myself, completely by myself. It was like midnight or something. And this dryer directly next to me turned on by itself. Just randomly, like right as I walked over by it. And then the stoplights are always syncing up with me too, which I've shown over and over and over and over on video. They're constantly syncing up with me. It's crazy. I don't know if I'm some chosen one or whatever. I must be some type of thing because what's going on? You know, there's probably other people being gang stalked in town, maybe, but probably not on the level that I am or whatever. Or, you know, just all that I know is that every time I hear a train horn, it's syncing up on me. Every time I hear a train horn, even if it's a train rolling through town, it's syncing up on me. The train horn is going off as I walk by corners or as I do things in my apartment. Sometimes it won't be a train rolling through, it'll be a parked train, and I'll do something, and right as I do it, I'll hear, huh! It'll go off one time, it'll just be like, huh! And it'll either be extremely close by or really far away, either one, whatever. But it'll just go off perfectly synced up with me every time I hear it. And then the sirens, pretty sure at least 75% of the time I hear the sirens, at least, is syncing up on me. You know, the other times it's an actual emergency or whatever. But like, pretty much every time I hear the sirens, it's syncing up on me. Every time I hear the train horn, it's syncing up on me. Every time I hear a car honking, it's syncing up on me. Every time I hear a car hitting their lock button, it's syncing up on me. Every time I hear a car alarm, it's syncing up on me. So, I don't know. I must be some type of special thing, I guess. Or just some type of special test subject. Whatever. However you want to look at it. I don't know, like, and then they're, like I said, they were syncing up thunder on me, and you can believe me or not, but they were syncing up thunder on me multiple times, like 3 times that I know of now. Harp was syncing up thunder on me or something. I got the harp machine syncing up thunder on me. Literally. Thunder. I'm not lying. You can say I'm crazy. I don't care. Because it actually happened. They synced up thunder on me. At least 3 times that I know of. At least. You know, and probably more times before that I didn't notice. I just started noticing that, oh my god, they're also syncing thunder on me. What? They're syncing thunder on me. They're syncing animals and bugs and birds on me. They're making birds fly at me aggressively today. Like they're gonna kill me. Just a whole swarm of birds. swooping directly at me and flying like right up in my face. Like he's like This is wild. Those birds were crazy. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what I did to the birds. Why do the birds hate me? What did I do to the birds? What did I do to all these people? I didn't do anything. Like, why, you know? But anyways, I'm gonna end the video right now, and they're gonna make a noise outside right now.